From the land of the rising sun comes the fiercest fighters, the hardest hits, and the brightest lights in pro wrestling. Joshi isn't just wrestling, it's heart, passion, and rebellion, packed into every single match. So lace up your boots, crank up the volume, and get ready to dive into the world where idols become icons and legends are born in the ring. This is where passion meets punk and wrestling meets pure chaos. Welcome to the Cult of Joshi with your host, Raja and John.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Cult of Joshi. I'm your host, Raja, and I'm joined by my co-host, John.
Hello.
And we are back here after one single week with literally so much action. Like, what happened this week? Why was everyone completely turned on this week with the action?
Shut up. There's no way. You're a liar. And I feel kind of weird being with you when you lie to people like this. 1 week?
1 week since our last show.
No.
Exactly. I think we were sitting here at this exact time last week recording our last show, and now we've got bukus of things to talk about.
No, I'm still watching like the 5th hour of the TJPW show.
Yes, we're still in TJPW Grand Princess right as we speak. Yes, it's been a crazy week, and we have so much to talk about, so we're not even going to hesitate to get into all this stuff, starting off with a little American Joshi, as I like to call it, because our girls, Tekla and Mina Shirakawa, have become like the stars of the AEW women's division right now, while Tony is out of action.
Was there a pun intended in that?
No.
Oh.
There wasn't, but yes, our Stardom alumni here are in AEW just taking over, and the fans are so into them. I love to see it. It's amazing.
The fans are truly into Tekla.
Yes.
They are really, really, really riding her coats right now. Like
they are. The Toxic Spider is on fire.
Yeah, like she's got the best promo. She's got the, and I'm not denying any of that.
Right. She's great on the mic.
It's just so cool seeing that because, wow.
Yeah, it's so fun to see people go from Stardom to America and like thrive like this. It's really cool, and they are currently like running things with their whole AEW women's title picture right now, which is really exciting. We also have like a ton of other things happening.
I mean, you would think though, I mean, look at the track record for Stardom. So if you go to Stardom and spend any amount of time,
right,
and you come to America after that, does anybody fail?
I mean, it seems like that. No.
I mean, look at Megan, right? Megan went to Stardom and she's the Megasis.
She's tag champion.
You can honestly kind of throw Toni Storm in there if you want to go back to, that was one of the big pegs they always used for her. They're like, former Stardom champion.
Yes.
And it really goes all the way up and down the card. I mean, Mariah May.
Yeah. I mean, you can even go back to Io Sky, who's one of the biggest women's wrestlers in the world right now.
The actual homegrown ones. I was talking just Gaijins that go over there. I mean,
even then.
But yeah, I mean, all of them, except for Asuka.
You have those Stardom vibes to you. You've got those wrestling chops behind you. The people want to see you.
Yeah, I think there's a lot to do with the fact that you learn to wrestle there.
Yeah, it's definitely a good calling card to have, like, in your back pocket, right?
Absolutely.
It's like, I wrestled in Stardom. And people are like, ooh.
It carries weight. It doesn't cause people to jump out of windows and scream,
Exactly, yeah. So AEW's just going full steam ahead right now. There's some exciting stuff coming up quite quickly in the future that we're going to talk about a little later, but we did see the Babes of Wrath officially sort of part ways after losing their tag team titles to Divine Dominion, Megan Bayne, and Lena Cross. Then they tried to get them back, but they were not successful, so they've decided to sort of go their own ways. Harley's going where the wind will take her.
You can go your own way.
Willow Nightingale throwing out open challenges for the TBS title, and then of course, out there on the wing somewhere, we have Mercedes Moné still floating around. She's down to 2 belts now.
2 belts, Moné.
The Owen and one other championship after losing to Jody Threat in Canada.
Yeah, so that happened.
That happened the other day.
Tuesday night.
Yes, last night.
Yeah, so as of time of recording.
Yes.
So she's only got, you can't lose to Owen.
Not until the tournament, right?
No,
you can't, you're the Owen champion sort of for a whole year.
You're always that Owen champion from that year, but let's just not even count that as a belt.
No,
so
I don't.
She's down to a belt.
She is, and I have a feeling she's not going to be holding on to it very long.
Be funny if she did, though.
It would be. Like, she just carries this one international title around with her.
She just keeps going to Deutschland to defend it. Where is it at?
It's the APAC Women's Championship. I'm not sure where it's from. But
sounds like it's under a bridge.
She has not been having very much success in matches in 2026. She's had quite a few this year, and they've all been losses so far.
Yeah, but people with brains all predicted this.
Yes.
It's the people that don't use their brains that did, that thought, well, she's just going to use her creative control she has over every indie ever made.
Yes. There was a lot of speculation because this match with Jody Threat was in Winnipeg like the night before Dynamite was in Winnipeg, right? So some people were like, is she going to show up?
Yeah.
Is she not going to show up? My bet would be on the pay-per-view. That's a great place to return.
I wonder what that creative control license looks like. You pull out of your pocket, like when someone's calling a match in the back and, promoter's kind of like, yeah, let's see. You're up, you're down. So sorry, Mercedes, you're down tonight. Excuse me. I have this creative control card right here.
Certified.
Still good for 2 years. It doesn't work for me, brother. Isn't that what we're supposed to say? It says right here, please say it doesn't work for me, brother.
Yes, that's the vernacular, I think. So it has her little picture on there.
No, it's a great job, and it's really got over these small little feds, yourbackyard.com. It's, it's obviously, it did the gimmick because it did the ultimate, Ultimo Dragon deal.
Yes, Ultimo Monet.
Yeah, the Ultimo Monet, and it was fun. And then she got to give them a little boost in the crowd. Yeah, one would imagine, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And so you have Monet on your freaking local card.
Yeah. I mean, it's a big deal for most promotions, right?
Yeah, you're going to draw two or
three
more people, and that's awesome.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw it. I'm not going to go in depth about it, but Bleacher Report released a top 25 women's matches of all time from WWE recently. And if you look at the top 10, there's a certain Mercedes that kind of filters into most of those matches.
Yeah. Oh, what did they say the top 10 were? Actually, I don't care about. I don't give a damn about time.
You want to hear the top 10?
I want the top 10.
Okay.
Do it reverse order though.
Yes, of course. We got to start at 10.
Yeah, because I don't know it, so I want to hear it.
So number 10, they listed Bayley versus Sasha Banks from NXT TakeOver Respect.
Who's Sasha Banks?
I don't know her. I don't know. Right. Number 9, Bianca Belair versus Becky Lynch at WrestleMania 38.
They like that one.
Number 8, Bayley versus Io Sky at WrestleMania 40.
Yes.
Number 7, Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair from Evolution 2018.
Great match.
The OG Evolution. Yes. Number 6, Sasha Banks versus Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair from WrestleMania 32.
Remember that well.
Number 5, Bianca Belair versus Sasha Banks from WrestleMania 37. That was an emotional one.
It was, yeah.
It was great. Number 4, Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky versus Naomi from Evolution 2025.
Huh.
Number 3, Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair from WrestleMania 39.
Oh, yeah. No, that was some good stuff.
Makes sense. Number 2, Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky versus Bianca Belair from WrestleMania 41.
Mm-hmm.
And number 1, Bayley versus Sasha Banks from NXT TakeOver Brooklyn.
I don't think there's any real argument there.
No, I mean, those are all incredible. They live on in your memory, right?
I honestly think the list is wrong.
I mean, because everyone has their own opinions.
Because I could take you some primetime wrestling episodes. Just some of the Jumping Bomb Angel matches that were really, really cool. Dump and Chigusa were there. I mean, there's.
I don't know that they looked back that far.
I mean, just give me 5 Velvet McIntyre matches.
Yeah.
And which you and I watch.
I love Velvet McIntyre.
Velvet McIntyre just threw her entire soul.
Yes.
At opponents.
She was crazy. The Glamour Girls, you said, the Jumping Bomb Angels, right. All of those girls are so good.
Yeah, I mean, it was all really good. Not that this isn't good stuff, but it's funny that none of those made anywhere on the list. It's
all very modern women's matches from WWE, right?
Fiddly dee. No, it's a good list. And obviously in the modernist era. That's an excellent. I'll agree with number one so much that I'll give them the rest of them.
I don't know that a match is gonna like exceed Bayley versus Sasha at TakeOver Brooklyn. Like, it had so much story and heart behind it. Like, it's hard to get past that.
So how can you ever get past it? Because here's the reason why. It brought back American, United States pro wrestling for women in a serious manner that hasn't been there in so long, because it got us out of the mud pits and out of the oil, and out of the puppy matches into, legitimate professional wrestling, the way it should be for everyone. And, and it was respected, and it was on top of the card, and it was pushed, and they went out there and gave every damn thing they had. So it was very true innovation and evolution and all this stuff, and we always talk about it. It never went away in Japan. It was always respected there. So very, very cool. And you can never recapture stuff like that. That's emotion that you just can't.
It definitely has a lot more layers than your typical match. Yeah. So it's going to be hard to dethrone that if they ever do.
Good, very interesting list though. But yeah, Bayley's on there a lot.
She is. There's a lot of heavy, same names throughout this whole list, right? Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, Io Sky, Becky Lynch.
And Mercedes, Sasha, don't call me Banky.
Yes. And so a lot of the women who were very instrumental in that sort of shift from the diva. A lot of
four horsewomen.
Yes, a lot. All of the four horsewomen. Woo. But it's just cool to see this sort of crossover continuing between Japan and America. We actually had a couple of girls kind of talk about their aspirations to come over to America to wrestle internationally now that they are free agents. And I'm talking about Zones and Chi-Chi, who have officially ended their contracts with Pro Wrestling Evo, where they began their careers 3 years ago.
Love you, Chi-Chi.
Yes.
And Zones, of course.
Yes, we love them both. Of course.
What's wrong with you?
They're kind of they go together because they debuted together. It's like you never see one without the other almost.
God, all I can hear is the Grease song now. Damn it. Like, bada bing, bada boo. We go together. Is that what?
It's like the shamalama lama.
Yeah, shamalama.
Whatever.
So they definitely shamalama ding dong.
They do.
Together. You're right. But Chi-Chi, I think, could shamalam with anyone, it's going to be very successful. Same thing with Zone. It's just different. Like, either way, packaged or not packaged, I'd love to see them get the chance they want. They, basically all the feds work in America.
Yeah, I think so.
So
Chi-Chi would fit in just about anywhere. I think she credited Suri a lot with taking her under her wing lately and encouraging her to go out on her own and make her own path.
Yeah, Suri did really well with that.
She did.
I'm actually being sarcastic with the WWE. I'm sorry.
Well, she didn't do well on
It's not her fault.
She didn't do well on her own international path, but she's since made a huge name for herself as a freelancer, right?
Absolutely.
In Japan.
Before the Suri fans come after me, I'm just saying.
We're just joking.
It wasn't her fault.
I think the Suri fans would agree that her stint in WWE was not that great.
So, another exciting thing, this week, has been the Japanese out of nowhere, because I don't know why we already knew the fact it was auto-translating.
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of Joshi wrestlers on our feed.
But it's been going on for a while. So
at least a year.
Yes.
Close.
I really thought it was auto-translating for a long time, but then, you know how things are.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, a few days back, it was just like, oh, hey, we're friends with Japan. And
it's like an explosion.
And everyone is talking back and forth. And it's like the American culture in Japan and vice versa. And it's just...
It's been funny.
It's everywhere. And it's like, oh, hey, we could see it. And it's great. And
it's auto-translated, so we don't have to push the translate button.
Yeah, it's very cool, man. And, we get a lot of listens in Japan already. And we appreciate every single one of them, so...
Yeah, it doesn't matter for Chi-Chi, though. She speaks impeccable English.
Yes, she does.
Another reason she'll probably thrive if she decides to come to America.
I agree. Plus, she's got that Suri style. She's got that very struggle enriched, believable violence.
Yes, she's very violent and aggressive in the ring, which we love to see. But why don't we jump into these shows that we watched? Because there were so many shows over in Japan this past week. It's like everyone was throwing everything at the wall. Starting off in Marigold on March 28th, they were in Shinjuku Face. They had a fun little card there, kicking off with a singles match where Misa Matsui defeated Naoi Ishikawa. Kind of cool to see Misa in a singles match. It feels like we don't get that a whole lot recently with her in Darkness Revolution. You know, she's busy with the tag team titles and all that, so it was cool to see her come out here and do a little singles action. Then in the next match, Yuka Yamazaki, Shino, and Seri Yamaoka defeated Lady AI, Komomo Minami, and Victoria Yuzuki. A little bit of a young Marigold match there.
Yeah, it was really cool. Lady AI this past week on X was speaking about the fact that she was going to take a friend back and get the most expensive thing on the menu once she was through training in a wrestler, and she took him back and, you know, actually got that steak. And you love seeing things like that.
A lady of her word. I appreciate
absolutely.
that. I'm sure she enjoyed that too. You know, it's cool. You know, you're finally out of the dojo on the big stage.
She enjoyed it more than a Shino kick.
Yeah, I think most people would enjoy anything better than getting kicked by Shino. In the next match, Maddie Morgan, Angel Hayes, and Megaton defeated Hummingbird, Koki Amarai, and Utami Hayashishita. So a pretty big win there for the international team and Megaton, of course.
Megaton win.
Another singles match, part of Shioko Koshino's 7-match trial series that she's currently doing, but she did lose this match to Chika Goto. And then in the semi-main event, Mai Sakurai, Miku Aono, and Mayumi Ozaki teaming with Miku Aono and Mai Sakurai defeated Chiaki, Rei Sato, and Nagisa Nozaki. You can't out-heel Mayumi Ozaki. I'm sorry, Darkness Revolution.
No, man, dude, she's such, I mean, to still be going at the level she goes at.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. She doesn't ever look like she ages.
I know. She's so scary,
I think she lives in a cave with a bunch of lost ones. Myself.
That's what they're doing over in Oz. She just got like all of her lost books.
Oh, she's turned them all.
They're hers now.
Yes.
I would love to meet Mayumi Ozaki. She just seems like so much fun.
You think that until you wake up and...
As long as I'm not wrestling her.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to wrestle her. She scares me. But I think
it explains the whole Sariano look.
Yeah.
You know?
It does.
She got around her too much. It's like...
It's the attitude.
Yes.
And in the main event of this night, there was a double title match. Both titles coming from the same person. GHC and Superfly title match, where Mayu Iwatani defended against Natsumi Shozuki. And this match, Mayu started off just full of piss and vinegar.
I mean, she honestly acted like Shozaki jumped in her house and like pissed in her bed. Like, yeah. I don't know, dude.
She seemed super aggressive and upset.
She had that weird ass, like, smirky aggro, just smash mouth attitude.
Yeah, she did. And Natsumi, she bore the beginning of the storm there, and she managed to come back a little bit, but it didn't help her win. Mayu Iwatani is still the champion, but it was crazy to watch.
Listen, man, she scares the shit out of me.
Yeah.
When she's like on,
when she's mad, I don't know what happened, but
when she's on, there's only a few of them that really have that. Oh man, just that believable intensity.
Yeah,
that and hers is scarier because of the half cock smile.
Yeah. Yeah, when she does that smile, you're like, you know that
because she can come out and she'd be like, "Oh look, I'm Goofy Mayu Iwatani. I put on the wrong underwear today, and I just tripped over something, and you know I said the wrong town name." And she gets in there, and she's like, "I should kill you."
Yeah, I know. It's even scarier because she's such a goofball.
Yeah,
and like normally she's just out there having fun or like not even getting.
We're
in the
gonna
match.
find out she's murdered like 1,000 people one day. and seriously just made puppy mill with them. I mean, she's just psychotic, and I love her so much.
She did it again after this match. She called the 3D trios the artist belts too, because Natsumi is one of the 3D trios champions.
She's done that enough that it's funny as shit.
I know. So. I think she might just do it for laughs now.
I honestly, and listen, I'm not trying to get heat with Mayu Iwatani, but I think it's all an act.
I mean,
I think it's always been an act.
Everyone thinks you're clumsy and silly and stupid, right?
Although
lean into it.
Although we were at that meet and greet, and she was the only person that was late, and we kept.
She was so late that almost not everyone was going to get to meet her.
We kept joking the fact that she probably went to the wrong place. I mean, she wasn't driving, but
yes, Mayu Iwatani's a gift. Okay, unfortunately, for the first half of April, I've just read that she will be missing a couple of shows because of an ankle injury. So hopefully, that's not anything too serious.
Well, I'm glad she's taking the time. Honestly, I wish more people that were hurt would take the time instead of the Cadmuzio, Duzio, Fuzio tape.
Just tape everything up and hope it sticks together.
I mean, there's girls that I've seen tape on so long.
You're not sure that they exist without the tape anymore.
I'm questioning the fact if they're not like two pieces.
Is Lady C's back actually okay? I don't think we'll ever know.
I think Lady C's covering a tat.
You think she's got a tramp stamp?
I'm not saying tramp stamp, nor would I, Raja. I wouldn't stamp. I wouldn't stamp shame.
No, but neither would I. Show that off. Let us see it. I want to know what's back there.
Yeah, no. I'd listen. The only one I would ever make fun of was Lance Archer's.
He got his covered as
well.
He did. Yes, but the tape, it's a Joshi staple, and I'm just glad Mayu is taking time because usually she does not.
Right.
Like, she broke a rib and she barely took any time off.
Yeah, she's like, I got others.
She's got time. She's got things to do. She's a champion. But that was Marigold. They're just having their good old fun over there. They have another live show coming up later in April. That'll be good fun. But we move on now to perhaps the biggest, most lauded show of the week. We're talking about TJPW Grand Princess 26. It's their biggest show of the year. They pulled in 3,089 people for this show, which is the highest attended TJPW show ever in their history.
Well, TJPW has exploded.
Yes.
And it's exploded in popularity. We saw that in the United States. When they shouldn't have pulled what they did.
Yeah.
One would imagine, right? There's just no true television or anything for it. It's really crazy.
It is.
But then back in their home, I mean, yeah, they really have, sometimes everything's on the right frequency.
Yeah, it's all coming together.
It's coming together.
They had some really good stuff set up for the show as well, and it was a lot of fun. It was very long, as you expect a Japanese pay-per-view of this size to be. It was 5 hours, I think, from start to finish, but it was, as always, a good time. TJPW always likes to have fun, starting off with the Up girls to kick things off. Then in the opening bout, we saw Uta Takami defeat Shion Kanzaki by submission. And then we had the Iron Man Heavy Metal Weight Battle Royal as the second match on the show. The title actually changed hands before the match even started. Raku put Antonio Honda to sleep in the back and pinned him for the title, so she was able to enter the match as champion instead of Antonio Honda. I did take note of the title changes in this match, of which there were a few. Of course, if you don't know, the Iron Man Heavy Metal Weight championship can change literally at any time and to anything. So if you're the champion and you happen to have your shoulders on the ground and there's a backpack sitting on top of you, that backpack can become champion. So just watch out if you're holding that belt. But in this match, Rika pinned Raku for the belt. Then Mahiro pinned Rika for the belt. And then we had this blissful, magical moment. Okay, Sumire Uesaka is one of my new favorite things to happen in Joshi. She's a voice actress in Japan, but she is a huge wrestling fan, and not in the way you would imagine a Joshi wrestler to be a fan. You hear a lot of girls that are like, I watched the Crush Gals, I watched the Jumping Bomb Angels, I watched, Manami Toyota, Akira Hakuto. No, this girl loves Tiger Jeet Singh and Antonio Inoki, and I love her for that. She's just out here, like, watching all these matches. She comes out in tiger gear. She has the lance, like, the sword with her. She's all ready to go.
I thought the only person that loved Tiger Jeet Singh was Tiger Ali Singh. I was like, it's a weird one to have as a fandom.
It is.
It really is.
You don't hear that.
No. I mean, there was a lot of videotapes I had in old tape trading days that were featuring, him and stuff. That's just crazy to me. But you're right. It's so obscure and I love it so much.
It goes to show that everyone is somebody's favorite, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but everyone is.
She was just a joy in this match with Antonio. They did Antonio did his little Fox story about Chifkovsky. That was a whole thing. But then Sumire redid it, and they had dueling foxes. And Sumire was able to push Antonio out of the ring with the foxes. And then she submitted Mihiro to win both the match and the Iron Man Heavyweight Championship.
Fantastic. It was a lot. The match was so much fun.
It was. It was just really enjoyable. After that, we had a tag team match where Himawari and Shino Suzuki defeated Toga and Rin Konatsu. And then, by the way, the Sunflower Tempest as a finish from Himawari, a crazy move. I love that move. It was amazing.
And for Meerkat, I will say Shino. Okay. Shino.
The next match was a super fun 6-man match. It was Super Sentai themed. So Haru Kazushiro, Yuki Aino, and Shoko Nakajima each came out with one of the Super Sentai heroes. We had Gohan Red, Geki Red, and Ninja Red in there with them. But then Palm Harajuku, Vinny, and Aja Kong came out with the bad guys. They brought all the villains.
Amazing Red.
This Amazing Red just shows up in Japan.
And Red Velvet.
It was really fun, to see this.
Is there a third one?
Another Red. I'm sure there is. There has to be another one.
Oh, there has to be a luchador.
Like a Scarlet or something. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, the kid just brought Scarlet.
Scarlet Bordeaux.
Yeah,
there you go. That's the third.
Yeah. Sorry.
It was super fun. Before the match even started, we got to see the actual Super Sentai battle where the heroes took on the villains and chased them out of the building. And then it was just a fun match. Palm Harajuku was very insistent with Aja Kong that she do the trash can spot during the match, which ended up with Aja hitting Palm accidentally with the trash can. But then Shoko Nakajima hit her Senton Atomiko on Palm Harajuku and won the match for the good guys. Just a fun time all around.
It really was.
In the next match, we saw the rematch between Mizuki and Andraze Giant Panda, and if you're living under a rock, you wouldn't have seen that epic photo that went viral a little while ago of Mizuki bopping the Giant Panda on the head with the hammer, and she did that again in this match. But for me, the picture that was the moment from this match was Mizuki on the corner, and the camera's behind Mizuki, and the panda's just in front of her, looming huge in front of her.
It's a fantastic visual. It was pure cinema.
It was.
And it was funny because we took a picture of that moment, too.
Yeah, I have a picture on my phone of that moment, and I tweeted about it. I was like, this is literally terrifying.
And then I saw that same moment. Other people had identified that same moment. It had moved them, too.
Yeah.
And that's when you know that, that was the perfect shot.
It was crazy looking. Just how big that panda is insane. And the fact that they're able to move that way.
It looked like a damn AI,
Yeah, it did.
You expect to see Sora down in the side,
nope,
this isn't real.
Effects.
Yeah.
But Mizuki did win the match, so she got her hammer back and she bopped Andraze again and then hit him with a super shotgun dropkick and pinned him.
He's just a drunken bastard anyway, that panda. Stupid panda.
Cheating on his wife and
all
everything.
All that stuff. Just basic old school veteran pandas.
Yes. The next match was a highly anticipated tag team match between Irisu Indo, my bad, and Miyu Yamashita versus Suri and Takumi Roha. And there was a great story in this match where everyone wanted to see Miyu Yamashita against both of the Spark Rush girls, but Irisu Indo had kind of been pushed into the background, right? It's you don't really belong in this match. Yeah. But she proved otherwise.
She did. In this match, it's the temperature changed. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, it's the Dementors came into the room. Everyone got depressed and cold. And they looked around and they remembered the worst day of their lives. And they were living it right then.
Yes.
And that seems to happen every time Spark Rush comes.
They're scary.
No matter where they walk into, because apparently they can walk into any arena at any time. Mm-hmm. And it's very strange because it gives me this whole Road Warrior vibe from back in the day. Because Road Warriors, when I was a little kid, they would show up. It didn't matter if I was watching AWA and I didn't understand the shit then, but I would see AWA. They would come out and wrestle. And then I'd watch Crockett and they'd come out and wrestle. And then I'd see, it was like they were freaking everywhere.
Right.
And I was like, man, these guys, they don't care. They don't have affiliation. They just want to kill.
Yeah.
And it was the same reason I loved Abdul the Butcher, because Abdul the Butcher was a freelancer. He would just go everywhere. And Bruiser Brody, I loved Bruiser Brody because Bruiser Brody, I never knew where he was going to show up.
Right.
There's a certain beauty to the ones that are too wild to tame to a contract. And I used to think about them like that. Like, these guys, they don't even try. They're just like, okay, sure, you can come. And, I didn't know how it worked then, but it's funny that it worked very much like that.
Yes, that's essentially how it worked.
They, as much as I want to buckle these girls down, and I know Takumi's buckled down. I realize that she's got that lifetime contract with Chikusa.
Right.
But, it feels like they just kind of have this deal like where they're just going to go wherever.
Yeah.
And, I like the fact they go wherever and win, because the day when they lose,
it's going to be headlines.
It's going to be wonderful. And you and I both want them to lose that one day and it be a problem with the two of them.
Yes.
That ends up with a major match.
Yes, exactly. And it's funny you mentioned that, because this isn't even the last time we see Spark Rush this weekend.
Right? I know, on big shows.
But this match, of course, the Miyu Yamashita moments with both Suri and Takumi Iroha were just crazy. But Arisu Indo was really the story of this match, and her coming into herself and proving that she can throw hands with the best of them. Spark Rush did win this match, but I don't think it took anything away from the other team whatsoever. And Miyu's making the I'm watching you eyes at both of the Spark Rush girls.
And it's Yamashita's one of those that I wish would take that and go with it. I know we see her sometimes in some things, but I want her everywhere.
Miyu Yamashita, more.
I just want her everywhere, because she is just so amazing. Every time you see her, she's just so violent and, awesome. And she does feel like the big sister they can whistle for in this fed,
she's protecting everyone.
It's like, oh, it's all right. I got you.
You're right, though. This was very much a temperature shift from the Super Sentais and the Giant Pandas into the later half of the card.
I like having everything on the same card, though.
Yeah, cool. It's something for everyone. The next match was a mixed tag team match between Hyper Misao and Super Sasadango Machine.
Easy for you to say.
Versus Yuka Sakazaki and Konosuke Takeshita. So we've got the happily married couple on one side and the superheroes on the other side. Super fun match. Yuka and Konosuke Takeshita pulled out the win in this one, but Hyper Misao was she was very adamant about getting some one-on-one time with Yuka Sakazaki in this match, because she didn't really get to before Yuka's graduation. So they had a little moment, but it was spoiled by Super Sasadango Machine.
I want to have a swingers tournament where all the married couples, you random draw, you don't know which one's going to be your partner.
Oh my gosh. So you get Yuka and Takeshita.
Dude,
Natsupoi and Takagi.
Our Japanese freaks be down, right?
Yes.
Just the whole emphasis behind it. It'd be so funny.
You could even throw Johnny TV and Ty Valkyrie in there, and just any married couple that wants in from the wrestling world.
They'd be like, you enjoyed teaming with her too much.
Super swingers tournament. That would be fun, I think.
It would be fun. You could just have fun with it.
Where else do you get to have a match with your spouse, really? I mean, we've seen Johnny and Taya beat the crap out of each other in a household chores match.
Beautiful.
Fun.
That match was stupid good.
It was. Takeshita actually super kicked Yuka in this match, which, when do you ever get to do that to your wife, really?
Every Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, they probably wrestle a lot, you're right.
Oh, yeah.
In the next match, we kicked off our run of 3 title matches to end off this card, starting with the International Princess Championship, Mirai versus Suzume, and we had Suzume coming out on top as the new International Princess Champion. Then, in the semi-main event, for the Princess Tag Team Championships, Yuki Kamifuku and Wakana Uehara defended against Jessie McKay and Cassie Lee, the Inspiration.
Yes, we did the pose.
You have to.
So, the Inspiration, and I'll let you get to the result in a second. The Inspiration doesn't always land.
No, not always.
Sometimes, as much as I love them, they just don't always land depending on where they're at. This was not that.
Yeah. Crazy.
This
about 5-6 minutes into this, 3 or 4 minutes into this, we both were just like, oh my God, this is exactly where they need to be.
Makes all the sense in the world.
The crowd was the right pacing. They appreciated it. The style was exactly theirs, was right.
Yeah.
Which take from that what you will, but it was very good, and I thought that they did great.
They did so great, in fact, that they won this match and became the new TJPW Princess Tag Team Champions.
Awesome.
Amazing. And in the main event for the Princess of Princess Championship, Miyu Watanabe defended the belt against Yuki Arai, which is this match a lot of people really looking forward to. The people love Yuki Arai and the people love Miyu Watanabe. So it was a banger of a match. Yuki Arai finally reaching her destiny in winning the Princess of Princess Championship over Miyu Watanabe.
And it was a great match, but I'm going to out you.
You're going to out me.
So...
Okay.
Raja's
going to talk shop.
Raja wants to go to Japan to teach Yuki Arai how to do the Scorpion Deathlock.
Maybe just a little technical training on the sharpshooter,
the amount of times, I think it was because we were 5 hours in.
It was the main event. It was the very end of the main event.
It's like 6 a.m, 5 a.m, you're yelling, she's got him in the ankles!
You're not supposed to have the ankles crossed
just
on a Scorpion Deathlock, okay?
But it's funny because, and we're not shitting on it. It was a great,
we had gone silly by that point.
Yeah, it was a great match. It was a lot of fun, and the whole card itself was really great.
The atmosphere was great.
Yeah,
the matches were fun. All of the titles changed. Every single one. So it's a good time.
Oh, every time.
When the titles all change. So congrats to TJPW on their huge crowd and on the success of Grand Princess 26. That brings us to Stardom, who had a grand total of 3 shows over the past week that we need to talk about because they were so much fun. Starting off with this New Blood. New Blood 30 was so good.
I think it was the best show.
Overall, it might have been the most enjoyable show of the week.
I enjoyed it the most.
It was really fun and definitely the best New Blood I think I've seen. I think we said that about the last New Blood, but this one was even better.
They've been really good. I mean, listen, there's been New Bloods that I wanted to turn off.
I know, yeah.
There has been some where it just wasn't all that, but this one from a production standpoint, was great, and that helps it so much, right? When you can see everything and it feels good, and the atmosphere was fantastic.
It was, and the matches were just wonderful. Mm-hmm. So we kicked off this New Blood with a 6-man match where Ane Kanaya, Emma Maishima, and Matsui Hamabe took on Yuria Hime, Sai Ida, and Hanan, and this was the return of both Emma Maishima and Matsui Hamabe to the ring.
Hold on. Dun, dun, dun. Matsui.
Dun, 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 dun.
Matsui.
We do it. It's so much fun to have a singing part in a song.
It is beauty pair. Freaking
Crush Gals.
It
is. It's not even in the song. We just insert it there ourselves.
Oh my God. Does it not say Matsui?
It might, but I can't hear it because we're already singing it, maybe. I didn't think it actually said Matsui in the song.
Are you kidding me?
I don't know. I'll have to listen next time.
Dun, 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 dun. Matsui.
It might say it. I might just be crazy. But this match was a lot of fun, of course. We got to see our girls come back. And
you were messing with my mind. Wait a second. I really don't think it's... Oh, my God.
You trying to imagine it?
Okay. Let's go. Let's keep going. I'm sorry.
All right. So a lot of young Stardom here, along with a little Wingori here with the girls. But the team of Yuria, Saya, and Hanan, the Stars team, won this match. Hanan hit the Hanan special on Matsui. A little welcome back present for her.
She's been like cutie specialing all over the place.
She has. Like, she's pulled that move back out and she's like, I actually enjoyed this a lot. I'm going to use it on everybody. But following this match was the exciting part because now that Emma and Matsui are back from their little injury hiatuses, Okada has announced that the Rookie of the Year 2026 will finally be taking place on April 4th.
Yeah! And like Kermit the Frog. Yay.
Our contenders this year are Yuria Hime, Akira Kuragane, Ane Kanaya, Emma Maishima, Matsui Hamabe, and Kikyo Furusawa. What a class.
Yes.
It's an absolutely amazing class of students.
It is an incredible class of students when you think about what will be happening in 10 years with these girls.
Yeah, some of them are already showing crazy amounts of potential and promise.
I know. They already have their gimmicks and everything's fully fleshed out.
Results.
It's amazing. Matoi came out the barrel with it though.
She did. She did.
She was fully flushed. As soon as we saw her, we were just like, oh my God.
Yeah, I agree. Matoi was one who right off the bat we were really excited about. She had a lot of momentum in the beginning before her initial 10-month layoff from injury.
Who do you think had the hardest time out of the girls here?
Out of this group?
Who took the longest to really get it? Or get it for you?
I don't know. They're all really talented. Yuria, I can't forget her debut, poor girl. Her debut match, she was so nervous and so clumsy, and she's really turned it around a full 180 on everybody.
No, I totally agree.
I was not expecting.
I think Yuria probably has come the farthest, because she's went so far, because she is if there was main roster, she's like a main roster star now.
Yeah, she was in the 5-star Grand Prix.
Yeah, dude,
boys.
Listen, I mean, she absolutely has wrestling chops, and she is good. She is really freaking good.
Yes, but we got to hear from all of the girls here, and they were all, Yuria was like, please watch me, I'm gonna do my best. And some of them were just kind of the initial sort of I'm gonna do my best type of thing. But some of them, like Akira, talking about how jealous she is of everyone and how sparkling they are, and Matoi getting very emotional about coming back and wanting to win this tournament. And Ane, of course, wants to get her first win in her career. It's just so cool to see them all so hyped up about this.
And Kikyo has completely... I mean, she just is a different level of confidence now.
She is. She's so loud and excited about everything. Being with Maki Ito has really taught her to shine.
Yeah, she's just so confident.
Yes. So hearing about this, about the Rookie of the Year tournament, and getting to see all the girls together, it was a really fun way to kick off New Blood, because this is what New Blood's all about, right?
It is.
The younger talent.
Amazing.
In the next match, we had a tag team match where Rion and Yuna Mizumori teamed up to take on Masahiro and Moe Hiro. The sisters are back.
Yay!
We love to see them. And this was an exercise in can they coexist for Rion and Yuna, because they had a high-speed title match coming up against each other, and they did not get along.
No.
Particularly Rion. Yuna seemed ready to make it work and was excited to team with Rion, but Rion was not about it. There was a lot of foot stomping.
There was.
In this match, Yuna did her best to try to keep her team on top throughout this match, despite Rion teaming up with the sisters against her at one point.
So much fun. It's just a fun match, and I love the fact that when they can cook in a straight comedy match, nothing match really, because you've got such a young wrestler in there, but a fun match and still get story in it. Yeah,
it was really cool because we got to see a bit of that relationship between Rion and Yuna, and I thought Moe Hiro was really impressive in this match with her bits against Yuna. She finished off the match with Yuna. They did a little back and forth 2-spot pin thing. Dude, until Yuna finally got the pin.
How tall as compared to the last time we saw the sisters?
She's got a growth spurt, I think.
Jeez.
She's right there in the middle of her teenage years, so...
She's like Lady B.
It'll happen.
Yeah.
And Mase, it's the cutest little thing.
She is.
In the ring right now. She's just running around. So that was a lot of fun. And then we had another tag match, which was a completely different look at tag team wrestling, where Kyoko Kotatsu and Hina took on Hanako and Echiko Miyabi.
Oh my god.
Hanako and Echiko are a really, really cool, imposing tag team.
Look at Echiko.
Dude, I just put Echiko's chops, 3 question marks.
Yeah. Holy crap.
It sounded like she was whacking people with a 2x4 in there.
Yeah, it just wasn't right.
It was scary.
There's chops, and then there's just...
Hina had a lot of trouble with chops this week as well. She's just getting chopped by everybody.
It's scary, man. It's because it just stings so bad. Oh my
yes, God. But Hanako and Echiko, they made a great team in this match, so much so that they were able to win the match. Hanako hitting the Shirasika swing on Kyoko Kotatsu to win the match. In the next match, another tag team affair, Akira Kuragane and Kikyo Furusawa teaming up to take on Fukigen Death and Saki Kashima. So Saki wore her Oedo Tai gear out here, but Fukigen Death, even so, she wasn't fooled by the gear. She was like, I know you're not in my faction anymore. We kicked you out.
I'd be like, I know you're a freaking indie wrestler that doesn't wear makeup.
Touche. Saki won this match. She tricked Kikyo into thinking she was injured and then rolled her up into the Kishikaise, making Kikyo actually pull off Saki Kashima's boot. In the process, she was very confused about that after the match. But then Saki Kashima kind of made a three-way match with Fukigen Death for April 4th, so I guess we're going to see more of that.
I think so.
And then in the next match for the Future of Stardom Championship, this is our main event of New Blood 30, we saw Rana Yagami defend against Aya Sakura. And man,
dude,
this match was so good.
This match ruled.
It was amazing. Like the start where it's just them kicking each other and then going straight into the struggling, grappling, wrestling part of the match. It just had an ambiance about it.
This match gave you every reason why Rana Yagami and Aya Sakura belong on the top of the cards. And it gave us a taste of the future and what both these women can do. I love this match so much just because of what can be and will be.
Yeah.
And it will be. I mean, because both of these ladies are just, I mean, right now, dude, Rana Yagami is vibing. I mean,
she's hit a peak right this second.
She is like farming every bit of the aura. She is absolutely on top of it. And at the same time, at a twist of that same turn, Aya Sakura, her character work right now is next level.
Yeah.
Like just the little subtleties, the little things, like with the, you know, I'm looking down when Karar was doing something. I'm looking away. I'm sad. I'm you know, we love the crazy stuff she did.
Yeah.
But I'm so pissed off that I better not say anything because I may say something I'm going to regret. You know, it's just incredible work.
Yeah.
From both of them. But when you see Rana come out right now with that gear, man, that walkout gear.
Looking like a Knight of the Round Table.
That walkout gear, I want the toys. You know, I honestly believe that if we had Stardom like LJNs, you would have to lock me away in a room for days of playing with the toys because they all have such incredible character work right now.
The characters are incredible right now.
It's just ridiculous. And when this match happened, you know, I was hoping for a good match. I really was. Because once all the walkout gear is done and the little looks this way are done, you still have to ring the bell.
Yes.
And that's where a lot of places fall off, right?
Right.
There's stuff we've talked about today that has incredible walkouts, but they have to ring the bell. And this is not that.
It turned out so incredible. Like, of course, the highlights of this match were the kicks because both Aya Sakura, the high kick angel, and Rana Yagami are very kick-heavy wrestlers. But there were parts like Rana asking for more kicks in the back and Aya thrust kicking her in the head instead. And of course, instead of forearm exchange, they do kicks to the chest back and forth. Just sound like they're kicking your soul out of your body. And it was so cool. And we've been like pulling parallels. We always pull parallels to AJW camp for ourselves. But Rana's really giving big Toshio Yamada energy right now.
I believe so.
With her look and the way she works in the ring.
Yeah, I totally agree. It reminded me of some matches from the past. I won't say what, but
we won't go there.
Yeah, but it reminded me of that. And good job, ladies. This was an amazing main event.
It was, and we got really down to the wire on this one. 15-minute time limit. It went to 14:41, but Rana was able to pull out the win with the beat strike and then the beat buster on Aya, who was not happy about losing. She was very upset, crying, which, you know, the future meant a lot to her, and this was her last chance to hold the belt. So she was very upset about it, but I don't know that that's the only reason that she's been emotional lately.
I think she may be upset about something else.
Following that show, a couple days later on the 28th of March, Stardom was in Sendai, and we had a little show here starting off with Emma Maishima, Hanako, Maika, and Mei Seira versus Matoi Hamabe, Yuri Hime, Momo Kogo, and Saya Ida. So Hanako and Maika were like they were like, we're the independents on this team. And Meisei was like, actually, I'm not independent. And then Maika's like, but you're my amiga, because we went to Mexico together. So, I love seeing these cool team ups that we don't normally get to see in these mixed tag team matches. And then Matoi teaming with Stars just kind of works, I think. She kind of fits in with the Stars girls.
She does, but she'd fit in anywhere.
She would. We've thought about her with every faction.
You just like her because she has a different color.
She's orange. They don't have an orange yet. No, but I always envisioned her, like, she really wanted to be in God's Eye when she was first initiated into Stardom, and Neo Genesis, I think, had a few looks on her as well, so it's hard to say where she'll end up. Maika won this match. She pinned Matoi to win, so good for the independent team.
Yes.
In the next match, Rana Yagami and Tomoka Inaba teamed up against Lady C and Saki Kashima, so a little God's Eye versus God's Eye. In this one, Rana Yagami pulling out the win. She rolled up Saki Kashima to win this match, and we got to see Rana and Tomoka are one of our favorite tag teams out of God's Eye. Then in the next match, Waka Tsukiyama, Xena, and Miyu Amasaki took on Akira Kuragane, Itsuki Aoki, and Suzu Suzuki. Itsuki won this match. She did like this crazy cool roll up on Xena to win this match. Cool. It was like a combination roll up. It was really awesome.
I loved it. I loved anything she does though.
In the next match, Rion and Tabata teamed up to take on Ane Kanaya and Yuna Mizumori. Of course, I love seeing Ane and Yuna team up. Rion and Tabata was actually a really cool team as well.
I just love seeing Tabata, man. she honestly I wish she could be in Stardom full time.
Yeah, so Rion won this match. She pinned Ane Kanaya, and they have been relentlessly teasing us with the idea of Ane Kanaya winning her first match, because she always comes so close lately to the win in these matches. She just can't get there. In the next match, Kikyo Furusawa, Maki Ito, and Hazuki took on Hina, Amisori, and Shiri. And this was kind of like a silly match. You wouldn't think it would be with who's in it, but everyone was picking on Maki Ito in this match.
It's a fantastic match, and the time with Shiri and Maki Ito
so good.
Was way better than what you would expect.
Yeah.
It was really good. I really liked it, actually.
When Maki gets to the point of making serious face, you know it's been a good match.
Oh, absolutely.
The God's Eye team won this match. Ami Sori hit the Blue Thunder Bomb on Kikyo Furusawa to win this one, and backstage, Maki Ito's still trying to appeal to Hazuki about, the Ito Respect Art. She tried to give her a distressed shirt, a pre-distressed Ito Respect Gundam shirt.
She did her best, man.
But Hazuki's like, no.
Yeah.
Kogama's coming back. I am busy with Fuwa-chan. I just can't right now. And in the main event of this Sendai show, we had a big 12-man match. Sayaka Kurara, Aya Sakura, Sariano, Natsupoi, B. Priestley, and Hanan took on Fukigen Death, Rina, Ruaka, Natsukatora, Konami, and Saya Kamatani. So it's all Cosmic Angels and Stars versus Hate. This is a preview of a couple of things, including Hanan versus Konami and Sayaka versus Saya. So, there was a couple little story beats in there. Nothing too crazy out of this show, though. Although Sayaka Kurara and Aya Sakura did at one point accidentally double super kick Hanan in the face.
And I love the fact about Stardom. It's one of the things I love the most is the preludes. Mm-hmm. And, they make a big deal about the preludes. And this was the first prelude for the white belt match.
Yes.
And Hanan made mention of that. She's like, this was the first prelude, and I failed,
I messed it up. No, I'm just kidding. She did get super kicked by her own team and then kicked again by Konami, who's vicious, to lose this match. But
otherwise, throwaway multi-man.
Yes.
They make it important about that. That makes it, you're there live. It matters.
It does.
To whether she wins or not. I love that.
Yeah, so you're like keeping your eye on those big title matches that are coming up, because who wins and loses in these things, it really says a lot about what we're going to see when the title match hits.
Yep.
And then the last Stardom show that happened this week was the 331 Korakuen Hall show that they'd been building up to. This actually kicked off with a little pre-show where they did the draw for the Rookie of Stardom 2026 matches.
Can't wait.
So Rookie of Stardom is happening on April 4th, just a few days away. And the way they've set up the tournament, because there are 6 people, is there's 2 buys and 2 first-round matches. So red stick is a buy, 2 white sticks for a match, 2 yellow sticks for a match, and then a blue stick for a buy. And they put them all in a bag, ruffled them up, Ando's in there doing the heavy lifting, made them all pick a stick at the same time. And our outcome is, with buys in the first round, we have Ima Maishima and Kikyo Furusawa. And our first round matches will be Yuria Hime versus Ane Kanaya. Winner of that will face Ima Maishima. And Akira Kuragane versus Matoi Hamabe. And the winner of that will face Kikyo Furusawa. Oh man, I'm excited about this.
Oh yeah, me too.
There's so many good matchups.
Who's your early winner?
Oh, my early winner for 2026 Rookie of Stardom has to be Yuria. I don't know. She just has done so much this year, and it's hard to bet against her. But Kikyo also has made a great case for herself.
So I'm going out on a limb here.
Okay.
I think the Rookie of the Year winner is going to be Anna.
Ane?
Yeah.
You think she's going to get her first win in all the wins?
I think she's going to get her first win in all the wins.
Oh, that would be so fun. And she's been working really hard, too.
Be super interesting.
I cannot wait for this tournament. I love rookie tournaments. They're so much fun.
I love the rookies.
And yes, these 6 are crazy. And I failed to mention it after our Future of Stardom title match, but the mention Rana made of the class of Reiwa 5 being better than the class of Showa 55, which of course is the Dump Matsumoto, Chigusa Nagayo, Lioness Asuka class. So good. So much aura in that class.
They can be better than that. They can't be better than 87.
No. Yeah. There's limits to this.
Yeah.
Okay.
87 is the best All Japan women's class.
We might compare you to them, but slow down a little.
Yeah.
In the next in the opening match of our Korakuen Hall card, we had Akira Kuragane, Itsuki Aoki, Rini Yamashita, and Suzu Suzuki versus Kyoka Kotatsu, Tomoka Inaba, Hanako, and Maika. And of course, this was a very hard-hitting match. There's still some hard feelings, between Mavita Loca and the ex-EXV girls. But Hanako won this match with the JP coaster on Akira Kuragane. And then Rina Yamashita proposed something very interesting. She said that herself and Suzu Suzuki should face Hanako and Maika at All-Star Grand Queendom in a tag team match.
Which I'm all for. I just wish they'd make it a hardcore match.
If it was a hardcore match, it would be crazy between these 4. We've seen what Maika can do in a death match.
Yeah.
Like, she pulls out all the stops. I'd love to see what Hanako's capable of in that situation. And we obviously know what Suzu and Rina are capable of. They are both death match royalty in the Joshi world.
Honestly, the Hills should win this match, and then Maika challenge them to a death match.
Ooh, fun.
Challenge them to their own match.
Yes, just Maika versus either of them in a death match. I'd be happy to. In the next match, Matoi Hamabe, Waka Tsukiyama, and Xena took on Ane Kanaya, Ima Maishima, and Tabata. So a little more of the younger Stardom girls in this one. Xena hit a 2-step suplex hold on Ane Kanaya to win this one for her team. In the next match, Yuria Hime, Momo Kogo, and Saya Ida took on Lady C, Hina, and Ami Sori, so a very hard-hitting match. Saya Ida winning this one with a huge lariat and then a nasty brainbuster on Hina.
Everything Saya Ida does is nasty and heavy, and man, there were some sounds coming out of that.
Yes. You posted a particular picture of Hina from this match on our Twitter after she got hit by a Saya Ida chop. That was just fantastic.
Gorgeous.
But after this match, Saya Ida made a big challenge to Alex Windsor for the NJPW Strong Women's Championship coming up at Stardom American Dream, which is cool. That's so cool that Saya Ida's getting a chance like that. It's going to be a cool match.
I think she takes the belt because it was made for her.
Yeah, I mean,
she
would look good with it. Yeah. In the next match, Sayaka Kurara, Aya Sakura, Saoriano, and Natsupoi took on Kikyo Furusawa, Maki Ito, Fuwa-chan, and Hazuki. And this was a very, very Natsupoi versus Maki Ito-centric match at the end. Like, the entire ending sequence of this match was so cool.
So good.
So we start off with this forearm spot between Poi and Maki that's just... They are killing each other with these forearms.
Unbelievable, guys. If you haven't seen it, go and watch this. It's the levels of the forearms were just we lovingly call it the icky thump when we hear it.
When you just feel it because it sounds so
little
good.
white straps love, but it's like hearing the boom, and it was like soul crushing.
It was. But the end of this match came about because Maki and Poi were fighting, and Sayaka Kurara came in to help. She was going to hit Maki Ito with the spear. Unfortunately, Kikyo Furusawa pulled Maki out of the way at the last second, and Sayaka hit the Tokimeki spear on Natsupoi, which allowed Maki Ito to hit Poi with a double stomp and pin her for the win.
So let me just say, I haven't said this officially, I don't think. So with everything going on with Aya Sakura, I truly feel that Aya Sakura is going to purposely cause Sayaka Kurara to lose the match and end Cosmic Angels. I believe that it's been building, and I think it's so obvious that it's building. And here's the cool thing about it. You pointed out the fact she would be a fallen angel because she's a high kick angel.
If she went heel.
But being a fallen angel under Saya Kamitani for Aya Sakura is the most perfect thing I can imagine. The meteoric rise she would endure because of that, because she's got, man, can you imagine her in black?
She's got the chops for it.
Dude.
We've seen her emotional and character work. Like, she has all the potential in the world to be an incredible heel.
If you can't control your emotions, you are a heel.
Yeah.
And
essentially.
That is definitely where she's at right now. And I could see that would take the heat off of Aya Sakura.
Off of Sayaka Kurara.
I mean, off Sayaka Kurara. If she won that, like if she had it won and she had the visual pin.
Yeah.
And that happened.
And I pulls the ref out or something.
Because Cosmic Angels has made a point. Hey, we'll be there for you, but this is very much you.
Yeah.
If hate interferes and the angels come in and take care of everyone and it just kind of leaves that.
Yeah. It would be crazy, okay? But I could totally see it happening. And that would mean that Aya's lack of a comment about Sayaka's decision is purposeful. Like, she's so upset about it and about Sayaka, just being this bold and brash on her own and not considering the team, and also her own recent failures with the future title and stuff like that have really just completely altered her brain chemistry.
That's just, I really believe that one's going to happen. It's weird though, because they've also announced this Tam Memorial.
Oh, the Tam Nakano Memorial. It's like a whole showing exhibit with gear and stuff. It's really cool sounding, actually.
it is cool sounding, but it's just a little bit weird.
The mention of Tam this close to All-Star Grand Queendom when there's a huge match between Sayaka Kurara and Saya Kamitani, it's a little, you gotta question it, right? You can't just ignore the fact that they're doing this whole Tam Nakano thing.
No, I think, I don't know. Maybe we're wrong. We've been wrong before.
We have been wrong before. However, after this match, it did take Poi a few seconds to kind of forgive Sayaka Kurara. She knows it was an accident. She wasn't aiming for her, but there's a lot of big feelings happening in Cosmic Angels right now, and those big feelings led Natsupoi to completely destroy the Kawaii of Kawaii title in front of Maki Ito, and they just started brawling, dude. They were they're at each other's throats.
But it's the exciting thing. We're getting the match everybody wanted.
We're getting the singles match at All-Star Grand Queendom.
We're getting the long-awaited Natsupoi versus Maki Ito match.
So ready for that.
Dude, this card,
it's building up to being crazy.
What they've done in the past is they've had a top 2-3 matches and then thrown everything on there. Mm-hmm. This is not that. This is 100% they're building this card.
Yeah, and I don't think they're finished yet.
No, it's amazing. They're building this card like the true super card it should be.
Yeah. So the next match after that very emotional moment was Saki Kashima and Shiri versus Suri and Takumi Iroha. So Spark Rush showing up once again. However, this was not a typical Spark Rush match. Of course, you've got Saki Kashima in there doing her normal Saki Kashima thing. She brought a birthday girl sash out for Suri and tried to put it on her, and then she popped a birthday like confetti thing in Sarie's face and tried to roll her up with the Kishi Kaisei. She was very close, but Takumi managed to get in there at the last second and break it up.
Yeah, dude, that was great. When she popped that in her face, just a fun match, and we didn't expect that much out of it, but it gave us a lot more than we expected.
Yeah, and I think it's funny that Saki gets in there and picks a fight and then immediately sends Shiri in to clean it up. She's like, okay, I'm done, bye.
It was beautiful.
It was, and the ending of this match was the most Saki Kashima thing possible. So she's in there, she's legal with Sarie, who hooks her up to throw her over for an Uranage, and as she lifts Saki off the ground, Saki taps out. She gave up.
Classic.
She's like, I don't want to take that. I give up.
Classic.
Sarie was confused. She was like, wait a second. What happened? It was so funny, but the respect shown after this match between Saki and Sarie and Saki and Takumi, Takumi tweeted the first time and the last time, thank you, it was very sweet just to see the way they're happy to send Saki Kashima off.
Absolutely.
And we love to see that. In the next match for both the Future of Stardom Championship and the Pure J Princess of Pro Wrestling Championship, Rana Yagami took on Hinoka on one-on-one. This match, they were so well matched up that it went the full 15-minute time limit to a time limit draw. There was a lot of really good limb work in this match. Rana Yagami focusing on Hinoka's arm, Hinoka focusing on Rana's knee. They were very much trying to steal each other's titles.
Yeah, and I remembered us enjoying the Wave match in 2024, in July of 24, between these two, and they didn't know shit about,
they were just brand new.
Yeah, it was just passion only, and this has gotten so much better to see where they're at now.
Yeah, they'll definitely have to run it back sometime in the future as well. I think they'll see a lot of each other over the course of their careers.
Every 2 years.
In the next match, it was the semi-main event for the High Speed Championship, Rion versus Yuna Mizumori. This is Rion's first attempt at getting the High Speed Championship since her debut. Unfortunately, it didn't go successfully for her. Yuna Mizumori won and defended the High Speed title for the third time in her reign. And then we had the main event of this Korakuen Hall show, which was a big 12-man where Miyu Amasaki, Mei Seira, Azumi, Starlight Kid, B. Priestley, and Hanan took on Fukigen Death, Rina, Ruaka, Natsuka Tora, Konami, and Saya Kamatani. So much like the last main event, but this is Neo Genesis instead of Cosmic Angels on the B. Priestley Hanan side. And it was just an excellent little match. Like, they had a lot of really cool moments in this match. Of course, with a 12-man, it's going to go really quickly, and there's not a lot of super, meaningful moments, but the winner, Miss Miyu Amasaki, pinning Ruaka, it was a great moment, because she turned Ruaka into the ropes where Natsuka Tora was waiting to blow mist, and Ruaka ended up taking the mist to the face, which allowed Miyu to roll Ruaka up and get the pin, which is a big confidence boost heading into the Goddess of Stardom title match.
Yeah, she actually pushed off of Natsuka Tora, and it was a great match. I mean, it really was. The last third, the ending sequence, if you will, with everyone doing their spots and everything. Man, the last 5 minutes of the match, just fantastic, flawless execution.
I agree completely. It's really cool to see all these preludes, because this one had the Goddess prelude as well, with Azumi and Miyu Amasaki in there with Team BMI 2000. So
it wasn't as strong of a card as we're used to of Korakuen Hall.
No,
especially in recent times. It's really the Clash of the Champions for the promotion.
Yeah.
But it wasn't, it delivered on everything they had.
Yeah, I agree.
It just really didn't feel like it had that big anchor match.
Yeah, they're definitely going to have to do some, there's going to have to be some really cool stuff heading up this last month up to All-Star Grand Queendom. And we do have some cool stuff to talk about. There's been some announcements this past week as well for these cards coming up, including Sendai Girls' Korakuen Hall show on the 12th of April. They've released the full card, and it's just really cool. So we'll see Miku Kanai versus Yuna, Shin Hirota Sakura versus Zones, Vinny, Chi-Chi, and Ren versus Yura Suzuki, Hiroyo Matsumoto, and Stephanie Mays. Miyuki Takase and Miki Iwata versus Hazuki and Koguma. So Team Red Energy versus FWC. This is actually Koguma's return to in-ring action in Sendai Girls. For the Junior Championship, Senka Akatsuki will be defending against Spike Nishimura. In a hardcore match, Dash Chisako will be facing Kuroshio Tokyo Japan. For the tag team titles, Ryu Mizunami and Minami will be facing the champions Yurika Oka and Mio Momono. Baba Momo Banana. And we will have a big singles match between Shiri and Chihiro Hashimoto. Crazy.
Which is being built to death. I love it.
It is. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we see it go all the way to All-Star Grand Queendom, honestly.
It's a hell of a card.
It is. And another card that was announced, which I'm very excited about, Stardom American Dream on April 17th in Las Vegas. They've announced matches for this now. So they announced Hazuki and Fuuchan versus Suzu Suzuki and Rina Yamashita. Saki and Maki Ito versus Aya Sakura and Natsupoi, so a prelude to Grand Queendom on the American Dream card. Mei Seira, Azumi, and Starlight Kid versus Harley Cameron, Willow Nightingale, and Chris Statlander. Rina, one-on-one against Athena.
Crazy match.
I can't even express the joy I felt.
God, amazing.
And for the NJPW Strong Women's Championship, Alex Windsor versus Saya Ida.
Yes.
So a lot of AEW Ring of Honor collaboration this year with American Dream, which I love to see.
It looks like the strongest American Dream card.
It's so exciting. And of course, WrestleMania week's coming up fast, and we will have a whole segment talking about the Joshi that's going to be happening during WrestleMania week, where you can watch it, what shows it's going to be on, that sort of thing. We love keeping up with that stuff because WrestleMania week is just one of those times, you know, during the year where everything is crazy and you have to keep up with it. But this week has been crazy, and all of these shows were excellent, and we still have more to watch. Like, we didn't get completely caught up, but we never are with Joshi, right? There's always something happening, and just before this show, we saw the screen caps of the Wave show where freaking Shinjiro Sakura is dressed as Akira Kudo.
Love it.
Joshi is just wonderful, and we are so glad you guys are here with us. Hopefully you enjoyed this week as much as we did. Let us know what you watched, what you loved, all that good stuff. We love to hear from you guys. Follow us on our socials at Cult of Joshi on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook. Subscribe to the Cult of Joshi YouTube channel, all of that good stuff. But for now, that's all we have. I'm Raja. He's John. So long from the Cult of Joshi.
Bye.